Listen to me when I'm saying that. Yeah. I ain't guessing, I'm just speaking facts. Yeah. Film watching all 22. It's what I see. Man, I'm telling you. Trust me. Yeah. You should trust me.
And what is up, world? What is up, world? What is up, world? You're in tune to a special podcast, Banging the Table, with my man Big G. And of course, G he got a lot to say, man. It's draft time. It's almost like Christmas. It's almost the most wonderful time of the year. I know I'm excited. You excited, G?
Man, what you thought? Am I excited? Why in the hell would you think I would just do an off-schedule, off-script show that we ain't have planned and we couldn't advertise? Because it's that time of year, bruh. Let's freaking go. It's like Christmas, man. Let's go.
It is that time of year. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. So when you go live, you'll definitely get those notifications and know that we're here, man. Also, make sure that if you're not a member of Know It All Nation, it's the coolest nation in the world. You need to be a part of it, man. There's so many things going on in the background, things that we're talking about, special content made for you and yours, and make sure that you are a part of that. And also, Super Chats are wide open, man. Tell them about the Super Chats, Big G.
Man, Super Chats help support the Know It Alls channel. We are growing expeditiously over here. We are actually almost to 2K subs. And when we get to 2K subs, the algorithm changes. But what that allows us to do is to put up more content, even off-schedule shows like what you're seeing right now. So anytime you super chat, you give us the ability to do what we need to do over here on the Know It Alls podcast channel. So we appreciate all the support that we always get from everybody in our live chat, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man. What's up? What's up to the live chat? What's up? J. Steve, what's good? Jack Bauer, Andre Green, my man. What's up, Tyrone? Tyrone, they better call Tyrone. What's up, man? Bigfoot Bob, we see you up in here, man. Pastor J, 2-3, what's up, man? What's up? You say, what's up, Big G?
What's going on, man?
Reginald Rivers, what's popping? What's good? There she is, Christine. How you doing, Miss Christine?
The diabolical one herself.
Hey, Christine, my girl, she like them big. She like them thick. Still block bullies. What's up, man? What's good? How you doing? He said, all my comments are super. I think it's what he said.
What's up, Peter? What's happening, man? Long time no hear from, man. What's happening, man?
Yeah. He said, use your Jedi powers tonight, Big G.
I'm going to have to, because Claude out there trying to do the old Sith Lord powers on people. Man, did you see that diabolical mess Claude did last night? Man, Claude was double zapping him like this. He was double zapping him. Oh, my God. It was bad. It was bad, man.
He was doing like he did Mace Windu.
Oh, my God. He hit him up. He hit him. Shook him. Full electricity, boy. Claude had that boy shook. Shook, you hear me?
Oh, my God.
Absolutely.
Look, so, special Gurley Brothers show tonight, man. Of course, we in our Steelers and Cowboy attire, man. We're banging the table. We're talking about the draft. This is what we're doing, man. And look, just in case y'all didn't know what we looked like in the 90s, this is it. This is your boys back in the 90s, man. Here's your boy, Big G, your boy Mod. We right there doing our TLC poses, man. You know what I'm saying? In our jeans and our white shirts, man. Just as full as, hey, man, just young, dumb, and full of some stuff. Hey, it just was what it was. Look.
We wild out during that time, man. We wild out.
Yeah, she said, I wasn't there, so nobody was there to stick up for poor Kirby. Man, Kirby was on some stuff, man. Kirby was on that stuff. Jaime, what's good, man? What's good? Look, so, G, first and foremost, did you know that the NFL has us spending $1,500 a year just to watch football games, bro? $1,500 a year, right? Something came out about this. The DOJ in 1961 sports broadcasting antitrust exemption rule said that the NFL could fish and land big money games on TV as long as they were free to the general public, right? And so what's happening is they've been free for a long time, but as of recent, we're spending $1,500, the average fan, to watch all of our football games, right? You know what I'm saying? So this is against the rules. The DOJ is like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Wait. You guys are not supposed to be charging us for this. So now, if the DOJ wins this case, we say if, you know what I'm saying? If they win, now the big market teams like the Steelers, the Cowboys, the Packers, the 49ers, the Raiders, they would all eat because they get a chance to go shopping for the deal individually, but the smaller market teams would actually end up losing. So this is big news, bro. Like, I mean, what do you think about this, bro? What do you think about what's happening?
It's diabolical is what it is. Because let me say this first of all, right? I'm in a position to where I get, listen, I watch all the games. So I get the NFL ticket. I got YouTube Network. I'm not missing nothing, right? But it's double-sided. Now, there might be allegedly some pirating going out there where people got these things like 1-800-GET-A-BOX.com. You know, if you want a sponsorship, you could definitely take your logo over here on this channel. You know, 1-800-GET-A-BOX. But there's other things out there to where they're losing money from a loophole standpoint. But the pushback is that the DOJ is at the NFL, which I don't even want to start talking about all that political mess because it's diabolical. The issue is this, man. Most people don't want to have to pay the prices that they pay to go to an NFL game, but at the same time want to have the opportunity to watch NFL games. So I don't know if it necessarily rules in the favor of NFL teams. I mean, of people that love NFL, because I told you this off air, and I believe this wholeheartedly. What this is going to create more than ever is blackouts. You get it all the time in local service areas where a game will get blacked out because you can't watch it because you won't go to the stadium. And that includes sometimes the local establishments like the bars, the sports clubs, the executive clubs, the private places, the BW3s, all the places that people go and watch football. So now if I'm a local team, if I'm a local fan and I have a local team and I got to go to the stadium to watch them, the big teams will eat. The teams that will be on national television all the time, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Dallas Cowboys, possibly the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Green Bay Packers, those San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, they're going to be on TV. But those locals, those Arizona Cardinals, those Jacksonville Jaguars, those Cleveland Browns, you're not going to be able to see them like that, man. So it sucks for the fans, And I understand that the DOJ is being diabolical. Who cares? The bottom line is you should be able to watch football the way you want to watch football. And I know a lot of people that get together and split memberships. They say, okay, we'll get this together. I get 3 logins. I can give everybody an opportunity, and they split the money. But people are going to watch football regardless of what they do. And in my own opinion, I think this is going to get drug out for a long time.
I think so too. Too much money involved. B Dirt says, I hear the Cowboys are looking at similar picks as the Bengals for DBs in that first round and may trade up to jump us. That is actually a fact. And see, you've already pulled us into our next thing. I was going to get into a Philly rumor, but I'll start with the Cowboys. Cowboys are looking to make a trade with the Browns. This is the rumor. So it's the rumor out here in the rumor mill. The Cowboys would trade number 12 and number 20 for number 6 and number 24, and also give the Browns the second round pick for next year in 2027 in exchange for the Browns' 6th pick, 24th pick, and a 5th round pick in this year's draft. So that to me spells the fact that we want Caleb Downs. We want Caleb Downs. The Cowboys want Caleb Downs. We want to go up to go get Caleb Downs and he's a generational player. You were scared to say it last night, but I'm gonna say it for you. Caleb Downs is a generational player. He is better than Hamilton. He is. I mean, I understand.
I ain't scared to say nothing, bro. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I said it already. I go get him.
You didn't say it last night. I'm just saying to you, man. Look, here's the deal. Hamilton went 14th, and we all know he should have went in the top 10. Right? And I don't care about positional value. I don't care that you're not taking safeties in the first 10 picks. Caleb Downs is worth it. That juice is worth the squeeze, bro. That juice, well, I'm gonna stand on that square.
I've already said it, and I've said this on multiple platforms on multiple different shows. In my opinion, from analyzing players for years on top of years, watching film, sitting back and looking, Caleb Downs is the best safety to enter the National Football League since Sean Taylor. I've said it publicly. I've said it privately. I'm sticking with it. He's that special of a player. He's Ed Reed. His actually what he could be is Ed Reed. They're the same freaking guy, right? So he's absolutely, in my opinion, worth it because he changes the way that you can play defense. He's a box safety. He's a size safety. He can play nickel corner. Hell, at times you can walk him down and be a linebacker because he plays positionally, and teams that run 3-4 defenses, that's the type of versatility that you need in a 3-4 defense, a guy that you can move around like a chess piece. For the Steelers, it would be like having Troy Polamalu all over again. For the Cowboys, they haven't had anybody like that since Darren Woodson. So you're going to have a safety.
Roy Williams was like that for a second. But you're right. Woody was that guy. Woody was that guy.
Yeah. So he changes the game for a lot of teams. And there's not just those two teams that I heard. Now, I understand it's 6-24 for 12-20, right? So, yes, if there any – and let me make this perfectly clear, too, for all y'all that's listening. Anytime you hear a team in the National Football League trading up in the draft, they are not trading up in the draft for position. They're trading up in the draft for a player. That's how they do it. Now, normally, teams start holding their stuff close to the vest because they know that there's more than 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that like a particular player at a certain position. Fact. So they normally make draft day trades. But I think there's about, in my opinion, maybe 5 or 6 players in this draft that you're going to see teams trade up for because they're generational players. There are, in my opinion, easily at the top of this draft, 5 or 6 generational players. Like you might not see something like them for a while. Now, I'm not going to say ever again, but for a while.
They're freak athletes. The tight end from Oregon, freak athlete.
Yeah, Vernon Davis.
Sonny Styles.
Never seen it before. Never seen 6'4", 250, 4'4", 43-inch vertical jump, downhill tackling, and can play against any slot wide receiver and any tight end ever. Right? Well, Arvell's, you're going to see him again. You're going to see Arvell Reese again.
He's a freak. He's a freak. He's a freak. And then to me, David Bailey is right there on the cusp. And he wouldn't be like I would call generational, but he's really good. He's really good. So I think, first five, you're looking at them and you're like, man, they worth the squeeze.
People might say I'm bananas or I'm biased and all whatever else, but Vegas generational too. Vegas generational.
I agree. But bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth, Mark. I'm gonna be real with you. You're right. Somebody gonna do this.
Yeah, that's totally true, Mark, because the deal is this. Teams want a quarterback. Quarterback positional value is always higher than any other position. And the team, the player that they reach for in the draft are quarterbacks. Well, hell, us Steeler fans, baby hand Kenny Pickett. The hell was we thinking about? Trying to draft. He had a 3rd round freaking grade. But because the diabolical Kevin Colbert wanted to make it seem like he didn't leave the Steelers in a bad place, he took Baby Hands. Baby Hands done played for 4 or 5 damn teams already. He was nothing. He was nothing.
He's on his way out at this point.
Yeah, right. But they reach. So I wouldn't be shocked if a team did it. But I'm going to tell you something, Mark Malone. If they did it, that GM getting fired in 2 years. Listen, the GM and the coach is adios muchachos, my friend. If they reach for Ty Simpson, if they go up and try to get Ty Simpson in the first 15 picks, that GM and that head coach is getting fired.
Facts. Listen, so that leads me to the next rumor. And we talked about it. We discussed it in the chat. Whoever got it, people say I got 5 on it. Jerry Jones got 3 on it. You know what I'm saying? That's his number. He got 3 on it. He got 3 on it. And the rumor is that he's offered the Pittsburgh Steelers a 3rd round for Patrick Queen. Right? And Jerry ain't coming and because the Steelers are like, nah, 3rd is just, that's too cheap, But Jerry's like, look, I shop on a budget. Jerry go to Dollar Tree. I don't know what y'all thinking. He going to Dollar Tree to get his. You know what I'm saying? And he loves shopping with that 3rd round pick. So what you think about Jerry offering a 3rd round pick for Patrick Queen?
I think it's fair compensation. In my opinion, I think it's fair compensation. Listen, look, just to be clear. And I understand there's people out there talking about, well, Graham's going to come in and change the way that Queen plays, and he's going to be more used and put in position to play great. Patrick Queen has not played well at all for the Pittsburgh Steelers because the problem is he's not a green dot middle linebacker. You have to have a green dot standing next to him, and then he will excel. So the issue is, in Graham's defense, is he the man in the middle? In my opinion, no. So if they're going to trade him before, 3rd round is the value. Because guess what? Now the Pittsburgh Steelers, from pick 21 to pick 99, have 5 picks. Now, from pick 21 to pick 99, you got 6 picks. You can get who in the hell you want to get at that point. And there's a whole lot of green dot middle linebackers sitting out of there. The kid from Cincinnati, Gold Day. The Jeremiah Trotter Jr., who got NFL pedigree and played at Missouri. His dad's a dog. You could get Anthony Hill Jr., the University of Texas middle linebacker. You can get, if you like Rodriguez, you can get him. You could get Lewis out of Pittsburgh. There's a whole bunch of dudes available that you could get to play the actual green dot middle linebacker for the Steelers, man. What he said?
He said, Jerry not hitting mine without that 5. Not trading Quinn.
I'm not going to say he would or wouldn't.
Craig, it is the 3rd from next year. But everybody knows that next year's draft, and if you get a pick there, it's gold. And next year's draft is gold.
No, hold it. Now, I know we've been saying that. Because I know me and you were some of the first people to start talking about that, how talented the 2027 draft is at certain positions. If you need a quarterback next year, yeah. If you need an edge wide receiver,
receiver.
Yeah, if you need a wide receiver, yeah, you're gonna be able to get it. But at other positions where there's depth in the middle linebacker position this year, I count 6 guys that will start day 1, week 1 at the inside linebacker, middle linebacker position. I count 6 right off the bat. So you can get a guy that can come in and they can put that damn green dot on your helmet, and then you can run any old kind of scheme you want to run. So, and I'm not against Queen, but that would mean that we would draft a green dot middle linebacker.
Fact.
And that money comes off the books, man.
Yeah, man. Pastor J23 said, Big G, I heard, and what's up, Pastor J23? He said, Big G, I heard that TJ Watt may be mentioned in trade talks and that we get a 1st round picks for him. I don't know where you heard that, but talk to me, G.
I don't. The word is out on Watt. First of all, it's $40 million. So, like, you got to have money bags. You got to have, matter of fact, money bags. You need money trees. You got to have money trees to be able to get that because you got to be able to afford to pay for it, right? Now, if the team that we trade for takes on the compensation of that, which no team really would, then what do you get in exchange for that? What do you get in exchange? I don't think TJ Watt could get a first round. Like, it would have to be somebody, a team that they're all in. They know we're one player away from doing the damn thing. It would have, maybe the Rams, because I think that's where the Rams are right now. The Rams are like very close. And if they say, okay, we got one guy and we need to get him, maybe. But no, and I agree with Tate. He said, I could see a second and a third, and let me be perfectly clear about that too. Today, a second and a third, I would trade TJ Watt today.
Get him up out of there.
He's $40 million.
Hey, you go get your trash bag and stuff up and get him up out there
quickly. Because I got Nick Herbig, I got Alex Highsmith, I got a developing Jack Sawyer, and now if I get Watt up out of there for a second and a third, now between picks 21 and pick 99, I got 7 picks. Oh, hell yeah, I can easily get his production and from a replacement standpoint. Either A, by elevating Herbig and putting Herbig in a position to do well, because he's a part-time player, but he's a splash player. So he makes plays. So I can see him as a full-time starter, develop Sawyer, and then draft me another one. Hell, I got 7 picks from 21 to 99. Anybody I want. Anybody want, I can get it. It don't even matter. Anybody
It don't matter. It don't matter. And you can package them and move up. And that would be a good thing as well. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. I like that. He said PQ was a Tomlin guy.
He was.
I agree with your assessment here, bro. When it comes down to it, PK needs a running mate. He need a dog. You know what I'm saying? He's a good Robin. I just don't think he's Batman. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's Batman. In other words, he's not the middle linebacker who can go out there, call the shots, get the defense in the right place, and then just go beast mode.
His biggest issues, man, is why I say he can't play the green dot, because he overthinks what he does. Patrick Queen misses more damn tackles than you can shake a stick at. That's lack of discipline. That's because you're not sure of yourself. Just line up and go play football. Well, I can't line up and go play football when I'm worried about everything else that's going on. And he likes to just wing it sometimes. I done seen him line up in a double A gap blitz, and we know it's coming, and you're less than 6 inches away from the damn ball. Hell, if the guard and the center just stand straight up, you're not going anywhere. They don't even really have to block you. They just got to stand straight up. So I've seen him do, and that's undisciplined football. So that's why I'm like, he needs to be in position where he can just move and do what he needs to do.
See ball, get ball. Hey, and you know, I think what everybody is referring to here when he said Steelers insider Ray said today possibly about a TJ trade.
I heard it.
What I heard was,
but flip up. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
They were asking about Herbig, and they said, yeah, there's 2 above him that would go first, right? There's someone above him that would go first, and not meaning TJ, because I think TJ's a one helmet guy. I think it's Highsmith. I think that's who they're looking to move, and they will get the most for. Just like what G just said, you're gonna get the most for Highsmith. The TJ money is just too big. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of contract for a team to take on, and you can't expect for Pittsburgh to just eat that dead cap money. You know what I'm saying? So the easier piece to move in this whole thing is Highsmith. What do you think?
Listen, they can move any of them. The only one that they won't move is Sawyer. They can move any of them. Herbig, you can move him because he doesn't have a contract, right? You can control him. You can franchise tag him for 2 years, but that's going to cost you a whole lot of bread. So you don't have a contract. You can move Highsmith because he's currently under control, and the cost is not that much. You can move him, but what's the compensation? You can move Watt. The contract is a whole lot. What's the compensation? So I think if you're talking about, I agree. In some ways you are because of the cost, because I don't think that there's that many teams that actually feel that they're one guy away. Now, like I said, could a team like the Rams just say to hell with it
Well, I
and
like
do
what
it.
Dirt said. Dirt
What?
said the Lions. I think the Lions are that type of team.
They
right?
can say the hell with it and do it.
Yeah.
They can say the hell with, but I don't think that we would get, if the Lions gave us their first round pick for TJ Watt, I'd run. Like if they called, run it. Run it. There's nothing. TJ, go pack your stuff.
You
go
drive
pack.
TJ down there.
Matter of fact, I would listen. This will be going to intercom. TJ Watt, would you report to the owner's office right now? TJ Watt, report to the owner's office right now. You know, and then as he's walking, they'd be like, "Hey, TJ, do you got your key card? Hey, do you got your, you know?" And like, yeah, what do I need? What? Listen, and he go in there, and Mr. Rooney would have to tell him to his face, "Son, I appreciate you, but we got a deal that I just couldn't refuse. And you know, the faster you can get out of here, the better off we're going to be." You know, so I mean that's but first round, but a second and a third would be realistic. And then
we got the jet fueled up. We got we got the jet fueled up. We'll send for your wife and your kids later, man. You just go over there.
Yeah.
And look, that's basically how that one would go. Answer B Dirt's question. He said, "Mod, if you could use the magic pick on any player in the draft to put him on the Cowboys, who and why?" Ooh. You know what? Listen,
this is obvious.
No, it's not, because the dream pick for me, we could still get, and that's Caleb Downs. But another guy, if I could just say, hey, that's my guy, it would be Sonny Styles.
That's obvious. It was obvious.
It would be Sonny Styles, and we take Sonny Styles and I just plug him right in at our middle linebacker and let him go ham. And then, like I said, on the other side, you'd have Overshown. On the other side, you'd have my guy, I forget his name, the Polynesian linebacker. So we'd be ready. We'd be ready at linebacker. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a good look. But I still think that we're going to end up coming out of this draft with some good defensive players, and maybe even come out with Orr, the linebacker from TCU. I think that'll be a good pick.
You from Texas Tech?
No, from TCU. I don't think we'll be able to get. I don't think we'll be able to get Hill. I don't even think we'll be able to get Rodriguez. I think it'll be Elam Orr in like, well, I think it's our third pick. It'd be our third pick that I think every time I see him there, and I think that'd be a good one. But the other thing here is Sexy Dexy, man. Sexy Dex. You know what I'm saying? This has been a discussion, man. Do you pull the trigger? Do the Steelers pull the trigger on Sexy Dex, bro?
Hell yeah. Hell, I mean, what are we talking about? Listen, in order to make a 3-4 defense designed by Graham work, the most pivotal position is the nose tackle. The most pivotal is the 0 shade, 1 shade, because they have to demand a double team every single time, right? And you would want to have a guy that demands a double team every single time that can play 3 downs. So look around in the National Football League. Dexter Lawrence is a top 3 defensive tackle. He's top 3, right? We're going to try to draft one anyway with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jackson from Florida State, Orange from Iowa State, Coleon from the University of Cincinnati, Hunter from Texas Tech University, McDonald from Ohio State University. These are all names that's been linked to the Steelers already. Let me tell you something. Lawrence is better than all of them. Absolutely. Maybe a couple of them put together. He's better than. He's diabolically great right now. So if you put him in the middle of the 3-4 defense for the Pittsburgh Steelers, listen, him, Harmon, Hayward, with Watt and Highsmith on the outside, or Highsmith and Herbig, they are causing hell. First of all, you're going to have to stay in 12 personnel. You're going to have to stay in 12 personnel forever. I dare you to go 11. Please go 11 personnel. Where I only got 1 tight end there with them 6 dudes against 5, and I got one that I know got to take 2 every time, And let's be clear, Hayward got to get 2 too. So there's 4 of your 6, and I still got 4 dudes running. Man, they slapping hands at the quarterback. Hell yeah, I'm taking that trade. Hell yeah, run it.
A third or 2/3 you think will be able to get sexy Dex from the Giants?
Well, still a nation gonna be pissed off when I say this, but I'd give up a second today. I give up a second today, because I got 3/3. If I want to go back in a second, I can get the dude that I want. Let's be clear. I can take a third with a 4th or a 5th and get back in the second anytime I want to. I got a whole lot of picks. I got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. I got a whole lot of picks. So if I want to get back in a second, I can get it. I can get in there if I want to. Mm-hmm. So I give second today. Run it. Get him in Pittsburgh right now. Run it. 53, bye-bye. Bye-bye pick. Bye-bye 53. Because I'm not going to draft a guy at 53 better than him. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do it.
I think so too. It's going to take 2 threes to get him out of. It's going to take 2 threes to get him out of the little Giants.
Kirby was talking about a first. Forget it. Kirby said so much diabolical stuff yesterday.
He was on that bath salt. I was like, Curb, you be on that. You on that bath salt, man. I don't know what's going on with you, brother. You going through a thing, man.
Hey, Reginald Rivers said K Ballers to the Matrix. What the hell did K Ballers say? Harmon gonna be a bust. That's oh Lord, that's a flag on the pillar. I see it up there. I saw it already. He said Harmon gonna be a bust. I saw it.
Gotta go and give him a flag.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Gotta give you a flag. My bad. Look, it is what it is. Hey, so the Giants, man, they seem to be getting rid of a lot of people, bro. They're getting rid of Thibodeau as well. They're not signing, so they're not picking up his 5th-year option. Not signing him back.
They said it today.
And so when you look at it,
well, no, he can still play, but they're just not picking up because he's still under contract.
He's still under contract, but they're looking to deal him, man. They're looking to deal him and to get him out of New York. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. He reminds now this. Hey, my Cowboy fans is probably gonna be like, "What?" Say, man, this is George Pickens all over from a defensive side.
Oh,
all over. You get this guy and you put him in Dallas. Whole new attitude. You're gonna see a whole new person. And Thibodeau's a problem. I don't understand how you feel. Listen, I look at. I am gonna be so happy to get Dexter Lawrence out of New York. Listen, I'm gonna be happy. Tears. I'm crying happy tears. And I would be crying happy tears to get Thibodeau out of New York as well, right? These are 2 ballers. These are 2 players. How you feel about New York letting Tibbs go, bro?
It's got to be for the right price. Now, they have an abundance. They have Burns that they drafted a couple of years ago, and he can get after the quarterback. They just drafted Carter, who's supposed to be the next Michael Parsons. So they got an abundance at that rush edge. But I think this is Harbaugh putting his stamp on the Giants' defense. Harbaugh is going to build it the Raven way, right? Now, he's got pieces. But Harbaugh also wants to be cheap to start out at first so he can evaluate what he has.
Facts.
Let's be clear. That's the Harbaugh way. That's diabolical, but that's the Harbaugh way. So I could see them moving off of Lawrence and Thibodeau. I could see it both. But the Giants have the 5th pick. So if they decide to keep him and you plug a guy like Sonny Styles in there, or you plug a guy like Caleb Downs in there, man, what? What'd he say? We don't need any more DTs, man. Flag. Penalty flag.
I was waiting on you, bro. I was waiting on you to see it, bro. Hold on.
Mark, I almost dropped your ass off in the penalty box right off the back. I almost dropped Keanu Benton? That's Yahweh Black versus having Lawrence? Have you lost your penalty box, man? I can't take it. He done made my blood pressure go up. Run it. Run him to the penalty box. Have you lost your mind, Mark Malone?
You got to go to the penalty box.
Run it. Run him over there.
God.
Penalty box, penalty box, penalty box, penalty box, 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 penalty box.
I cannot believe you said that. Keanu Benton and Yahweh Black. That's the two. We just got the kid from Tennessee. Ain't none of them full-time starters. Lawrence is a top 3 defensive tackle in the National Football League, and he's going to be that for at least 3 more years. Have you, Mark Malone, man, you've been hanging out with Kirby too much. That's unbelievable. Are you allowing Claude to do the strange things to you?
I don't know, man.
Are you allowing Claude to zap you?
Whatever's in Kirby's cup, we need to make sure you pour that out. Next time y'all pick him up on the corner, make sure that yak is gone from his cup, man. Make sure that yak is gone, because I'm telling you, it's just too much. It's too much, bro. So
wait a minute. Look what else he said. This is diabolical. He said, we along with everyone else don't play the 3-4 way anymore. We're in 3-4 big nickel all the damn time. We're in 75% of the snaps we're in 3-4 big nickel. What? What? Mark, man, that's why I sent you, man. You over there on that red cup stuff, bro. You stay off the Thunderbird. Stay off the Thunderbird. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, Mark. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, and leave it alone.
They say you on that purple drink. They say you on that purple drink, that purple stuff. Listen, man. Sorry. Question, Big G. Here's my question. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Vega's gone.
Okay.
Omar Cooper Jr. is gone.
Okay.
Do you trade back, or do you pick another wide receiver?
What wide receivers are on the board?
Boston. I'll say let's go for just the sake of argument. Boston, Concepcion, and Tyson's gone. Let's say Tyson's gone.
Okay.
So everybody from Boston back. Bell is on the board.
So I say you have to trade back. But I keep trying to explain this to people too, right? Teams don't trade back. Teams come up for picks. Okay? You don't get a team. I'm not 21 and I'm calling Buffalo, hey, you want to go to 20, come to 26? They got to be in love with a guy.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be in love with a guy to get the guy that they want, right? So it doesn't work me going backwards. It works from teams below coming forward. So, but normally somewhere between 17 and 24 and 25, you start getting those lower echelon teams, the 27, 28, 29, 30, 31s, and teams that don't have first-round picks to trade back in, right? So if the Steelers could move back from 21 to 25, 26, I'd do it. And pick up another third or even maybe another second, maybe a late second or another early third. Yeah, I would do that because I think the value's there. Because unless there's a little quick run at wide receiver, you're going to get one of those wide receivers that you called off. You're going to get Bernard, Bell, Boston, KC Concepcion. You're going to get one of them at that pick. Unless there's just boom, 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 boom. It's all wide receivers. You're going to get one of them. So, and I think those guys are packed up together. So if I could, I would trade back. If a team wants a guy, I would trade back at 25, 26, pick up an extra second or an extra third, and then move forward with drafting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's what I would do.
So if you picked up that extra second or extra third, who who are you going to go get right off the rip? Who's
Wait a minute,
the
hold
guy
on,
that
Mon.
you said?
Hold on, Mon. Mark Malone said Big Nickel is 3 safeties. Says, no, it is not. It's a slot corner. Stop that, Mark Malone. Why you think Jalen Ramsey played the way he played for the Steelers? He would move back and forth positionally after the injuries from the safety to the slot corner. Big Nickel is 3 corners, and your inside corner is big, or he can really play like Eccles. Mark, man, cocaine. The live chat getting him. Cocaine.
Mark Malone, you're making me break out the Jaeger, telling me you don't need defensive tackles. I would cancel Christmas on everybody. Oh, man, Christine. So who would you get, man? We got people saying Pregnon is who they would go with.
At 26? No. At that, from that positional value, because remember, if I move back, now I picked up an extra, say I just hypothetically get an extra second. Okay. Now I got from 26 back, I got the 26 pick, 2 seconds, and 3/3. Right? So if I really fall in love with Pregnon, at the top of the second round, I could get him. But I definitely, Christine, that's one of the people I would look at. If I don't make the trade for Lawrence, I would look at Caden McDonald. I would look at him, seriously. I would look at a wide receiver at 26, absolutely Boston. Absolutely, I would look for him. I would absolutely maybe take a look at Casey Concepcion. I would look because I think from a
time out, bro.
What?
I ain't even gonna say nothing, man. I'm just finna run it, bro. I'm just finna run it. Finna go on and run it, bro.
Penalty box, penalty box, penalty box, penalty box, 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 penalty box.
Mark Malone, not only did I play football at a high level, I coached football. So what are you talking about? And guess what I coached? The defense. Oh, wow. I coached the defense. I was the DC. Oh, my God. He's diabolical. He's diabolical, bro.
It's okay. It's okay. So you know once you go to a penalty box, you got 2 minutes of we're not talking to you. That's what you earned in the penalty box. So far everybody's saying the same thing. 100% say if Vega and Cooper are gone, what do you do? They're trading back. So you guys respond to the poll while it's still up there, right? So you know my thought process here is, and I'll say this for you, Big G, I'll say this. Here's my deal, right? If you trade back and you gain another pick, like you said, I think at that point, with the pick that you gain, you can package them together and go get you your 4 guys. 4 guys that you know is going to start. You'll get 4 starters, right?
Okay, so you're saying pick 26, 2 seconds, 3/3. So that's 6 picks. So you're saying out of 6 picks, you would get 4 guys.
4 guys.
Okay.
4 guys.
Okay.
And those 4 guys, to me, I know who those 4 guys are, but I want to ask you, 4 guys, and they will plug the holes and take the Steelers to the next place. Who are those 4 guys?
And that's at 26. So I'm at 26, 53.
From 26, and let's say those 4 guys.
And I turned
but remember, you can go up with you can package your deal to make it to where you can get those 4 guys.
Not in any order. I'm going to tell you the four guys that I would want if I could package those 6 picks into 4 players. Not in any order, but these would be the 4 guys I want. I want Denzel Boston. I want Anthony Hill Jr. I want Dante Coleon. And I want D'Angelo Pons out of Indiana. Those are the 4. The 5th, if I could switch one of them out I maybe take out Pons, and I would draft Hurst. So if I went 2 receivers, I would want Hurst and Boston. I would want Dante Coleon, and those would be my players. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. So Boston, Pregnon, Hill, and Orange. I like it. I like it because guess what? Those were that he took. The only person I didn't say I don't want Orange, right? I want a receiver. I would have to get Hurst or your guy that you don't like,
Brazo.
Yeah. Yep. You know why? Because I've told you this, G, and I keep saying it. I don't know why people don't understand this. You know what I'm saying? If you've got a 6'4" wide receiver, Brazzle, Boston, Brazzle is 4'3", right? But say you got Boston. Denzel Boston, what people don't know about him is he stayed Rome Odunze, the boy down that's in the NFL. What's the other dude name?
From where?
The Washington wide receiver.
McClain.
Then you have boy from Jeremy Bernard,
who transferred from Washington to Alabama.
Yeah, so Denzel Boston was in that whole crew with him, and he stayed put. Right, the boy's got hands like vice grips. He only dropped 2 passes in 2 years. You get inside the 20 with Driftwood, it's a wrap. Who's stopping them from scoring a touchdown? I need to know that. Who's stopping them from scoring a touchdown?
Hold on, man. I need to address something too, man. What B Dirt said is absolutely correct. Big nickel is when you take a defensive lineman off the field and you play whatever you want to play on the back end. You take the nose tackle off the field and then your cornerbacks or whatever your defensive backs or whatever way you want to do it. So you could have 3 corners, you could have 3 safeties. Let's be clear. It's not 3 safeties every single time. The Pittsburgh Steelers could never do it. That's why Jalen Ramsey was the big nickel. So the definition of big nickel is you run a defensive lineman off the field and you replace them with a defensive back. For those that understand and know football, because I know we got folks over in the live chat that want to argue. That's what you go from. That's nickel. You want to argue. Oh my God, man.
Hey, look, I'm not arguing, but look. So, like I said. If you give Driftwood that type of ammunition, give him 40 TDs. Give him 40.
Well, he threw for what, 20-something last year?
Give him
30?
40. Yeah. But you got to think about how many times y'all were inside of the 20 and had to settle for a field goal.
The
Denzel
problem.
Boston. Hold on. Denzel Boston, 6'4", 60-40 guy. Pittman, 60-40 guy, right? DK, 60-40 guy. So now you got 3 60-40 guys who you could just throw it up there. You and get this, ain't no double coverage. You can't. If you're gonna roll double coverage, you're gonna roll it to DK, and then you got Pittman, and then you got Boston running wide, and then you got this big overgrown tight end in the middle of the field. What do you do?
The issue with the Steelers last season, and you're correct, that they didn't have the ability to capitalize by being in the red zone a lot. We suffered because our number 1 wide receiver was Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, let's be clear. It was Kenneth Gainwell and DK Metcalf, and you might go to Darnell Washington every now and then. With the current offense that we have with a Pittman, with maybe a Denzel Boston, with a DK Metcalf, with a Pat Freiermuth, with a Darnell Washington, yeah, it gets nasty inside the 25. Because the red zone starts at the 20, but it gets nasty from that point in. Because now, like you said, you have a bunch of big body players that can get after it, that Rodgers actually could just throw the ball to. That's true. But what it does, and this is just my opinion too, teams that are to capitalize in the red zone, beat you because you don't know if they're going to run or pass. So I can't not say that the element wouldn't change, not just because adding a guy like Denzel Boston, but adding a guy like Rico Dowdell, right? Because Rico Dowdell, whether you guys understand it or like it or not, he's a full-time starting running back in the National Football League. I don't have nothing against Jalen Warren. I think he's a great running back. But Dowdell is that guy that you can hand it to, and it might look like he's going to get 3, and he's going to get 6. Okay, now it's 2nd and 4. And you hand it to him again, and it looks like he's going to get 2, and he's going to get 4. There's the first down. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 15, right? So we done edged a little bit closer, right? So now if you want to run, you know, a 50-50 ball in the corner, run a corner route, or you want to just get a big body Washington right in the middle of the field and just have him take 6 steps and turn around and catch it and pray that nobody can hit him. Yeah, if you want to go opposite, because guess what? You're dictating the coverage now of what they can play. You're dictating the coverage.
And you know what else that you make happen out of that now? Play action. Driftwood is so good in play action. And you get a play action boot, him on the edge with an option to just throw a fade.
Well, he wouldn't necessarily boot. I don't think he can, because we saw it last year.
Well, you got to think about it. If you got a running threat, if I'm getting out here and he's good at hiding the ball, he's really good at that, right?
Yeah, he is. But booting is not necessarily his thing. Run play action, and you think it's running, he turns around. Because we've seen it already. With Rodgers outside of the pocket, he's going to throw the ball in the dirt. That's what he does. He's not waiting. But if Rodgers is in the pocket and you can protect him, and then he sees Freiermuth run the seam, or he sees Darnell Washington run 4 steps and turn around, and you got 2 out routes, or even more about this, because I get pissed off over and over again watching this on film with the Steelers. When in the hell inside the 25-yard line are we going to run crossing routes? We don't run it. Well, at least underneath Mike Tomlin. And to 25-yard line and in, you never saw the tight end and the wide receiver go like this, or the 2 outside wide receivers go like this, or the tight end on this side and the wide receiver go like this. Run crossing routes. And when you have big body people and you run a cross route, that means they had to switch. So somebody's open. You know, so I get so pissed off. I got so pissed off about that. Right? And that's facts. The Jets game is when we saw, and it worked because they ran a damn crossing route. How many other times did they go back to it? Never. Never. Because you didn't have the wide receivers to do it. But with those type of guys, yes, absolutely. Run the cross route.
So here's the deal. Getting ready to go ahead and wrap this up with a bow, man. Last question I wanted to ask you. What's the contingency plan? What's the contingency plan if there's no Driftwood? Do you think that he's gonna go? You think Big Mike's gonna go with nephew, or you think he's gonna, try to swing it for Simpson?
Well, I'm gonna say this, and Steelers fans might get mad at me for saying this right off the bat. I think they know today what Aaron Rodgers is gonna do. I think they know. I think they know whether or not he's gonna play or not. I think they know. We're 13 days away from the draft. They know right now. They know. They know if he's playing or not. It's not we're trying to talk him into it, and the money compensation, because that's been shot out there, $30 million, and no. They know right now. They know right now what he's going to do. So I think that if the Pittsburgh Steelers stay where they're at and not really be ultra aggressive, or if they're ultra aggressive about certain positions, shoring up a wide receiver position, shoring up the left-hand side of the offensive line, shoring up a nose tackle. If they do those things, okay, I think Rodgers is coming back. Now, to say all of that, I think the contingency plan would be this. I think that you have two quarterbacks on the roster. You have Will Howard and you have Mason Rudolph. I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers would draft a quarterback. Is it Ty Simpson? No. But would they go after a Garrett Nussmeier? Would they go after a Drew Aller? Would they go after a Cole Payton? Cole Payton would be further down the line, but would they go after, and oh my God, I hate to even say this, would they even think about a trash Carson Beck? Right? Because what they would want to do at that point is bring in competition for Howard. Because if neither one of the guys are ready, Steeler fans, I hate to tell you this, they're running Mason Rudolph out there week 1, game 1. He's a veteran that knows how to play, right? And under no circumstances would they put themselves in position to have a 7-10, a 6-11 season. They're going to try to play close to the chest. 8-9 is basically where we're at. 8-9. Maybe not a winning season, but 8-9. So the contingency plan, I think, but if Will Howard or the kid that you draft prove that they could become the starters, now you run that guy out there and you see what you got. Because believe me when I tell you this, it doesn't matter if it's Will Howard or a kid we draft. If McCarthy sees right away that they can't play, he'll pull them. And Mason Rudolph will start the rest of the season. So it's the contingency plan in my mind is really clear. We're not going to trade for a Mac Jones. We're not going to go get another veteran from another team. We're going to draft a kid and let him compete with Will Howard and with Mason Rudolph, and may the best man win. We will get a starting quarterback from there, bro. That's my thoughts, man.
Love it. Love it. Thank you guys, everybody in the live chat, for being a part of the Brothers Show. We're brothers. Thank you for being a part of the Brothers Show. Definitely rocking with me and Big G. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when you go live, you will definitely get those notifications. Also, like I said, man, look, if you're not a member, what you doing? What you doing? You got to be a member of Know It All Nation, the greatest nation on planet Earth. Man, and make sure that, you know, you like and subscribe, be a member of the Know It All Nation. We got some good stuff back there, and definitely G will be sending me some stuff that I can post some live content from the draft. I'm gonna be excited to put that stuff up. And definitely, man, we're going here. We thank you for all of the super chats. We thank you for the super chats that you guys have been given. Thank you. It helps us to support the channel and continue to give you the greatest content that we can give you during this time. G, you got anything before we get out of here, man?
No, absolutely, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with us in the live chat, man. The support that we get over here on the Know It Alls podcast channel is just astronomical. Y'all, we're a grassroots channel. Like, we didn't buy memberships. We didn't buy subscriptions. We started this thing off with a couple of people, and we just kept growing and growing and growing. G Stacks, man, thank you, man. We appreciate you becoming a member, man. Thank you so very much. We kept growing and growing and growing. And we have real people that rock with us. This is not a bunch of robots where we did this and somebody's got 19 YouTube sign-ins and we got him to sign in all 19 times. No, we've actually went person to person, got on a person's phone, showed them how to spell it, got QR codes, talked about it, went in local barbershops, talked to taxi cab drivers, Uber drivers, people in local restaurants. We built this thing from the ground up. Not just where I live in Ohio, where Tate lives over in the D.C., Maryland area, where Ma lives in Atlanta and Austin, Texas, but all these other spots, man, that we have people that are part of the Know It Alls channel. So, y'all, we need your help because we've said it over and over and over again. 2K subs changes the game for us forever. If you don't believe me, look it up. Do research. 2K changes the algorithm forever. It changes it forever. Because, and listen, YouTube knows if you out there cheating. Believe me, they know that how they pay you is different. How they're able to let you to push your content out there and say, hey, this is legit. You might want to really watch this. They know, they vet you. We get notifications all the time. So if you guys help us get to 2K, it changes us forever. That's why we talk to you guys about it, sometimes at nausea, but we really understand and love you guys supporting us because we didn't have to get support from anybody. So when you guys give up your time, an hour here, watch with us, support our shows, everything that's on the Know It Alls Podcast Network, it means so very much to us, and we thank you. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really do.
Yeah, and we appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you. You need some apparel, make sure you go. You'll see on the story. Hit us up. It tells you how to hit us up, and we could get you some out, man. We thank you guys for rocking with us. We are going to be here again. Well, Tay will be here tomorrow with the homies, and then, of course, you'll see us on Sunday. We will talk to you guys later, man. We thank you, and we appreciate you. This was another edition of Big G's Rant. We out of here. Peace.
Listen to me when I'm saying that. Yeah. I ain't guessing, I'm just speaking facts. Yeah. Fan watching all 22. It's what I see.